listen.
Hey, put that. Yeah, this shit mad loud. Put that shit on.
Let's
Put that shit on,
baby. Do your dance, baby. Do your dance, baby. Do your dance.
Gift gonna be doing this dance.
Hey.
Yes, sir.
Facts.
Episode 90
90 of them Jones.
90 of them Jones, baby.
of the Sports U podcast. Welcome,
Big
welcome.
9-0.
Man, 90 of them things, Gyfton.
I know, right? Seems like just yesterday we was going to San Bernardino.
With the mouses on the floor.
With the mouses on the floor.
No video.
Getting it out the mud.
All bad.
All
Niggas is
bad.
about
All
to
bad.
get attacked.
Like always, you got Rob on the mic here with my guy to my left, your right.
Big grip, big gift drip 10 from his walk. Got Big Stevie in the cut.
How's it going?
You already
fuck
know
is
what
that?
it's at, brother.
What is that?
Episode 90 at the helm. Welcome to the Sports U podcast, where we read you the sports
And
news.
you listen to our stupid ass opinions.
We, of course, are back with the Sports U crew. Episode 90 is about to be real fire right here.
90.
This episode is basically going to be about the NFC conference for the NFL.
What?
Yes,
The
sir.
whole, each division, we'll go through each one here, kind of get a little highlights for each team,
Mm-hmm.
but of course give our stupid ass opinions. in
And
the long run.
also,
Shit's
I know y'all see them two hats right there.
Oh, we starting off
I
with
know
that.
y'all see them two. Oh, we are?
Well, no, we're gonna go through, of
Okay.
course, the quick hits,
Right.
the Sports U quick hits, and then we'll get right into Gyfton's.
I know y'all
What are
see
you
the
gonna say?
hats.
What are you gonna call it? What do you call it?
Commitment. About 1 year
Gyfton's
commitment.
Commitment.
1 year. You're a bozo.
He not riding with them. He not riding with them.
Yeah, he's
But let's
not.
get on. Oh, go ahead. Yeah.
No, go ahead.
Let's get on with the quick hits, man. And let's make these ones quick because we really want to dive into each division. But I definitely wanted to get into these couple quick hits. It is a slow week, and that's why we have to just devote it all into the NFC. Don't want to put too much time into here. Maybe on this first one, though, the Durant saga continues. The drama-ridden Nets. A lot of
that
front
shit
office
crazy.
drama. A lot of main stars, superstars at that, drama.
Shit crazy.
Durant reiterates lately desire to be traded by Brooklyn. To give you a little bit more insight, if you live under a rock, as Gyfton used to say,
Yes, sir.
he demanded, once he met with the owner, to either get rid of Sean Marks as well as the head coach Steve Nash that he picked,
Yeah, that
Or
shit's wild.
get rid of me, and I'm speaking for Durant. Oh goodness.
Fuck Kevin Durant, bro. We get right here. We get right to it, bro.
Why?
We get right to it, bro.
Why?
I'm sorry.
Why?
Fuck Kevin Durant, bro.
Why?
What kind of bozo ass stuff is that, bro?
Clown.
Like, for real. Like he said, you picked the coach. No, like,
You picked the team.
that, like,
And
yeah,
you picked the
everything.
team.
They literally babied you. They gave you everything you wanted. You got your buddy Kyrie. They said bring Kyrie.
They signed
You
DeAndre
guys wanted
O-
DeAndre Jordan. They said, okay, we'll give you DeAndre Jordan.
They sold
too.
off Jared Allen.
Sold him off and got like not what they.
Nothing.
Yeah, they didn't really get shit if
Nothing.
we think about it, because they would be better
some
now.
Mid picks. I
Yeah,
guess.
some mid ass players,
Some like
pretty
20,
much.
Some like 20th picks.
Man, I
It's
think
sick.
the biggest outlook on this part is,
Wait,
dude, what the fuck do you want?
Facts.
And add all that,
but we gave you James.
dude. Yes,
That
James.
didn't work.
And then guess
He
what?
stood up for Kyrie's vaccination.
Oh my
Yeah.
goodness,
That shit was a shit show, bro. Let's keep it
Nah,
a
for
1,000.
sure.
that whole season was a shit show. It doesn't seem like they had any control over the team because they wanted to give Kevin Durant the reins. And look what he fucking did.
He's not a leader, bro.
Oh my goodness.
That,
And they used to talk
that
about.
was really exposed, like tenfold.
Remember when they used to talk about LeBron James, how he would gut teams and then just leave them out to dry and they'd be terrible after
He's
that?
really about KD's really about that
is
life,
really
and he
about
don't
that.
care. He don't care. Niggas is calling him a snake. He really on that time today, bro.
Man. Get him out of here. Get him out of there, bro. Oh,
Get that
goodness.
nigga out of here, bro.
Yeah,
On to the
man,
next one.
I mean,
Oh, go ahead. What do you got to say? Give to go.
Damn, KD. Yes, that's it, really.
Not
Like,
Cash Doll, right?
No,
Kevin Durant.
nah.
Cash dog.
Well, I'm talking about that tweet. I
His
don't
favorite
remember.
rapper.
Oh, when
Oh,
she was
man.
like, all these niggas want to fuck KD, and then Kevin Durant was actually like, Yo,
Chill. Oh, goodness.
Oh, man. Deshaun Watson to play in Friday's preseason game against the Jaguars.
What?
Yeah, the Browns trying to
That's
stick
kinda
it.
crazy.
The Browns trying to stick
That's
it to
different.
the league, bro.
Yeah.
They are.
They sticking it to them.
But
Fuck y'all. We gonna sit out these 6 games and we coming back.
So far, 6.
Oh, so it doesn't count for the preseason, correct?
No,
preseason.
no.
Oh, okay.
Does not count. I think it's
Trevor Lawrence about to come
So-
ready.
if he appeals though. Let's say he appeals and nothing gets settled. Just he could play game 1 because it's
Really?
still on appeal.
Shit,
I didn't
holy
know that.
shit.
So
I thought
I didn't know that either.
I thought he'd have to serve the 6 games.
I
but
didn't
to
either.
hear that he
Yeah.
could play. Bro, imagine he comes out
Bro.
game 1.
Oh
and
yeah,
just,
they're
bro,
sticking it to him
imagine-
for real, bro.
Imagine
That's
game 1,
nasty.
1,500 passing yards. Crazy.
That's nasty.
There's a
Crazy.
fire over there in the Cleveland
Amari
Browns.
might
crazy.
He might get Amari 118 yards opening day if he plays.
Bro,
I wonder where this game. I wish I would have done my research on this. Where this game would have been played, if it's in Jacksonville or if it's in Cleveland or if it's on a neutral course. I have no fucking
I would
idea.
imagine it's a neutral
preseason.
course if it's preseason.
Yeah,
I'm not gonna fuck
I
up
don't
my
know.
But
turf
it's
playing, y'all.
Look, it's Deshaun, bro. I don't.
It's extra money for your crew though, for your team, because you would sell tickets to that. So
The Jaguars aren't prepared. Bro. I'm
Yeah,
sorry.
the Jaguars
I'm
aren't
sorry,
prepared.
bro.
But the Jaguars weren't prepared against the Raiders. Think about it. The third, there was like
They did
third,
have
fourth
Josh
string-
Jacobs out there though.
Yeah, that sucked.
but the Jaguars though, they will
Never
be playing.
mind. Bro, nigga Josh
He
lightened him
played
up,
like
bro.
the whole game, bro.
Bro, Josh
That is
lightened
sad.
everybody up, bro.
I'm
That's
surprised because
sick.
he had a little bit
That's
of
not
injuries.
fair, bro.
A little bit of injuries last year.
He
That's
Like,
not
always
fair.
does.
Yeah.
He always does. But I feel like, I don't know. I guess
Oh,
he
shit.
needs something to get his mind right.
Speaking about starters playing, though, we were talking about the Jaguars here. They plan to play all their starters, including Trevor Lawrence and Travis Etienne, which
Yeah.
I have no idea why.
They're young, bro.
But he's coming off of a major injury. He missed the whole season. Why are you playing him in the preseason and he's
I
starting
get some work in.
versus the
I
Browns?
think they just want to see him, bro.
High
I guess
key.
so.
They probably just want to because like
Sell
we-
more
he
plans
missed the
for the
whole
Jags.
year. He didn't even play preseason last year. I
What,
think
what
they
don't
just
like
happened?
it.
What did he?
I don't like
he
it.
tore like his ACL or his Achilles, one of them. Bro.
Oh,
It was
yeah.
it was
It-
one. It
it
was
was
a
a big one.
season-ending
One of
injury,
those.
bro.
It was a big one.
for sure.
Okay.
He didn't even make it to preseason. Like he tore it like in
camp.
July.
It's tough. It's
Like,
tough. But
He might
no-
have tore it before they got Tim Tebow.
Oh, true. One.
Go ahead, get
Damn,
it. Sorry.
nah, because you know I just thought of, and I didn't put it on here that I should have. My bad. Kareem Hunt requested a trade.
Yeah, he did. I saw that too.
Nothing's gonna happen.
But the
with
Browns
that,
don't
though.
want to.
I mean,
The
they
Browns
declined it,
pretty much. Yeah, that's
so
the
I would
Browns
imagine
want to decline.
they're
Don't
gonna
want to
pay
trade
him
him.
soon.
Well, nobody wants to trade for him because he's a running back, and running backs just don't have the same type of value that a lot of other, players have. And
Yeah.
what type of picks are you gonna
Yeah.
get? Look at the baggage he still has. You know what I mean? What if he?
And I feel
Unfortunately,
like-
if it happens again, they're gonna have to
Well,
deal with that shit again.
Yeah. Do you feel like the trade request is because of the Deshaun shit?
I think he just wants a bigger
I would
bigger
imagine
role.
it's
Yeah,
like, well, fuck,
That's
if you
fair.
paying him,
That's fair.
I should get paid. You know what I'm saying?
you're the
man,
second.
Deshaun-
You're the second
Nick-
running back.
He's Nick
I mean,
Young is
and-
Nick Chubb is definitely the number one. bro.
No, in all fairness, they,
I'm not
both
giving him
have
no
their
money.
games where it's Nick Chubb's going crazy, Kareem Hunt's going crazy.
Yeah, they both
Like
have
if
really
you
good
lose
red
like-
zone.
one or the other, the team's kind of
It's a good Thunder Lightning duo. You know what I
Bro,
mean? A little bit
As
different.
great as Kareem Hunt is in their offense,
hmm
the defense is having more fear of Nick Chubb, bro. I don't.
Oh, yeah.
I'm sorry.
No,
Yeah.
yeah.
He's always gonna be the bigger threat, bro.
Well, speaking of injuries here, Saints QB Jameis Winston evaluated after leaving practice with a foot injury.
That's tough,
Oh
bro.
fuck.
That's tough, bro.
I'm really upset. I hope it's nothing serious.
Next season is.
But you know how foots go.
Yeah.
He just tore his. It was an ACL, bro. I don't know if it's the same leg or not.
Yeah,
but
I was gonna say I hope it's not the
hopefully
same
not.
leg, cause I mean, yeah, I just hope it's not the same leg, bro. That's horrible to hear.
Here's the
man.
thing, and we'll be talking about the Saints today, and especially with the divisions.
Even low-key,
He
even
sets the
with
tone.
him, yeah, he sets
Yeah.
the tone.
Well, with the hope of the
He
team,
does set the tone. No, like, yeah.
and the loss of
like-
Sean Payne is already a big hit. A loss of your starting quarterback of a Jameis Winston. That
I think
Come on.
those are things they can adapt to, but like they just need to figure out the right pieces for them to move forward with. Realistically, like I
Yeah.
think Jameis, they just need to make sure they keep him healthy and whatnot. And as far as the rest of the team goes, get Mike Thomas back. Make sure
Yes.
Alvin Kamara stays straight and out of trouble.
He's been looking good in training camp.
I've heard that too. They got Chris Olave, so like
He's looking good in training camp.
I've
Yeah.
seen that too.
Chris Olave
So
is great.
just build on these wins. The defense should come back and still be all right. It's really just going to depend on how they maintain those guys on the other side of the ball, bro.
I think their backup is Andy Dalton too. I'm just saying he's not
No,
not necessarily a
he-
scrub.
Is he? Wait, is he?
Is he?
I think so.
Nah, no way. I thought he was somewhere else.
He might.
You can look it up. I think Andy Dalton's the
Yo, you
backup.
know who
though.
else surprised me still has a backup job?
If he is the backup and has to play, they could maybe still make the playoffs. Maybe.
No, I don't know about that one.
Never mind.
There's a lot of other
Yeah,
competition
never
when it
mind.
comes
well,
to
no,
wild
that's
card
see,
spots.
that's the thing. I looked at because I specific. All right,
He
I want to
is.
save it. All right,
It is Andy Dalton.
I'm gonna save it for this section because
Let's
like
get
I
into
said,
it.
Yeah.
Let's get
Is
into
their
it.
division first?
No.
Yeah, I'm gonna
The
save it for
first, his former team was in this division though with the Bears, NFC
Yeah.
North, Bears, Lions, and Packers. We're gonna discuss each one of these divisions, of course, in the NFC. We're gonna start with the North here with those four teams. I would
Yep.
just love to go through a couple of things about each one. The Packers, the only team in this division last year to have a positive point differential. That just shows you how weak this division
It was
is.
hella weak last year, bro.
79 points is the plus minus, I guess you could say, when it comes to the point differential right there. They,
Yeah.
of course, lost Devontae Adams,
Big loss.
Marquez Valdez-Scantling to the Chiefs. He left as a free agent. They also used two first-round picks on their defense as well. They might want to pivot to
Yeah.
running the ball more. They lost some
I
wide
mean-
receivers and possibly even leaning
Yeah.
on to A.J. Dillon and Aaron Jones. What'd you have to say, though, Stevie?
No, yeah, I mean, realistically, that's probably going to be the adaptation they make is going from the throwing that Aaron was able to do with some of the things he was getting away with Devontae to being more run-based, just, like, in general. Because, like, they ran the ball more this last season. They did. But now, because of the Devontae not being, like, something you could just a security blanket anymore, like,
And you know how
He's good,
how
like,
he kept
they're
going
g-
to him, force-feeding that man.
Yeah.
bro.
Yeah, although
That
tight
Niners
windows
game,
was
like
fun.
the Niners game during the regular season last year, he literally won the game off just Devontae throwing him some crazy balls, bro.
I thought it was against the Cardinals that he wasn't there. Devontae.
No,
wasn't
yeah,
there.
that's when he missed.
Mhm.
But against the Niners, bro, that game came down to the wire. Devontae got them niggas in field goal range in the last minute, bro. That was a crazy one.
We'll go on. Well, I'm gonna just speak a little bit about each team, of course, butt in whenever you guys would like to. I'm gonna get onto the Vikings, just a little bit of going over their changes here. Of course, they changed from Mike Zimmer into head coach O'Connell. Excuse me. It'll hopefully provide a breath fresh of air from their old dinosaur defensive-minded coach there. Minnesota's new head coach is also a
Mike
former
Zimmer was pretty
offense.
lame.
Yeah, I mean, definitely knew how to run a defense, but that offense with all those weapons definitely being underutilized. They also the new head coach is also was formerly part of not only Washington's team in 2019 where they had a good
He was
offense.
on the Rams, I think I saw
Yes,
too.
and he was on the Rams through the 2020 through 2021 season
So
under,
right
of course,
before
Sean
Matt
McVay.
Stafford, right?
Yes,
Okay.
but
But,
of
yeah,
course,
he's
you want to
initially on
consider
McVay,
having
though.
that upbringing when it comes to Sean McVay. Gifton, you always
Yeah.
have to say a lot of good things about the Vikings. What do you see? Just give us a little bit of an
That's
insight.
fucking true, bro.
Yeah, about
Yeah,
what
what's
we
up
can
with it?
expect this next one, especially with this new coaching staff.
Well, I mean,
Facts.
with the new coaching staff, I honestly expect I expect everybody on offense, like you guys were saying, to mainly be utilized. You know, how is it that we got a guy like Justin Jefferson, who's like the biggest? Is he fair to say he's number one
On that team?
on that team?
Yes.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. I'm just
Yeah,
because
absolutely.
Adam Thielen is safe hands as well.
Yeah, of course.
No, Adam Thielen's not
Not too
like,
far.
It's not even like a knock against Adam Thielen. It's just Justin Jefferson.
Jefferson is
It's just
that
that
good.
nice,
Right,
bro.
so-
Yeah, I mean, he's
Yeah.
still in his prime.
He's-
I feel like Adam Thielen may be at the end of his prime, but it still
Justin
might be in his
Jefferson
prime.
ain't touched his prime. He's in year. He's going
talking
into
about- he
year
was talking
3.
A
about
lot of the
Adam
times
Thielen.
with football
Oh.
players, they start off really nice.
Okay.
Yeah.
And then they kind of tail off pretty early.
Nah, Justin
but Justin
Jefferson's gonna
Jefferson
be
seems
key.
like he's going to be a staple for a long
Yeah.
time.
Adam
And of
Thielen-
course, I think his
Adam-
best years are going to
Adam
come.
Thielen is getting old, but mainly, like you
Yeah.
just said, I expect the offense to just really go crazy. If you're thinking about it, like aside from old dirtbag Kirk Cousins throwing the ball to everybody, like
Yeah.
there's hella.
They
weapons
have a lot of
offense.
weapons, bro. They
There's
have a
hella
lot of
weapons
bro.
defense.
honestly.
Would you consider,
Really?
though, Kirk Cousins to be above average?
Yes.
Yeah.
I would consider
Yeah,
him to
he's
be
above
above average. As much
Nah.
as shit I talk about him, I
No,
consider him to
Kirk
be above
Cousins,
average.
Kirk Cousins is above average, but it's
And
just
that's
like,
why, because of the fact we think he's above average, that's why I feel like because their schedule is a little weaker this year, they can really make this race at the end of the season close, bro. I don't think the Packers are going to be a 1 or 2 seed at all. I don't think they're going to be a 1
You
or
don't
2
think
seed, bro. No.
I was actually gonna say the
because
Vikings
I
are
read
gonna-
I looked at the Packers schedule too. I say
heavy
both
hitters, huh? For the Packers?
Yes, but okay, here's my thing. I think both the Packers and Vikings can both win 10 to 12 games in their schedule.
Yes.
Respectively.
Yes.
Both of them.
Yes.
So if it's that tight, the Packers are not going to be a 1 to 2 seed based off of 12 wins. That's not going to be a 1 or 2 seed.
Hey,
Sorry.
if Aaron Rodgers is off his shrooms, you know what he's about to do is just wheeling and dealing all the
I
way
mean,
around.
I get it.
There
but
go the
Aaron
NFL
Rodgers-
covering his
I was
ass
gonna say
again.
that.
Hey, let me just give another couple people that we know are above average or even considered
Yeah.
superstars. Dalvin Cook is still there. We also mentioned
Superstar.
Adam Thielen as well. And then, of course,
KJ Osborne.
you know, there's certain aspects of that team where they always looked good on paper.
Tyler
Let's see what we
Tyler
could do.
Conklin? No, I'm thinking somewhere else.
Irv Smith
that's-
Jr.
Irv Smith Jr.
He's-
I
think that's somebody
I
else.
like
Yeah,
him.
yeah,
He's a
yeah.
tight end for
Yeah.
Let's get on to the Lions, though. We want to talk about each team here.
Do we have to?
Hey,
The Bears and the Lions are not going to be
Yeah,
competitive.
well,
that's what I'm
let me say
saying,
this much
like,
about the
man,
Lions, though, because it's
Justin
pretty nice.
Jefferson struggling and shit. Like,
I think it's cool to watch this team because not only are they
I'm going to watch them in Hard Knocks. Yeah, I'm going to
yeah.
watch
them in
that.
Hard Knocks
I'm
for
gonna
but
watch
sure.
that.
the head coach is definitely trying to instill a different type of culture. I think they're running it back with Jared Goff.
Shit,
most
is
likely.
he from Detroit, bro?
Maybe,
he sound
bro, the way
like
that
it,
he
the way
sounds
he
like.
be talking, yeah.
Nigga going
He be
hard.
putting shit on.
He be going hard. He
But-
sound way better than the Eagles coach, bro.
Okay, in the beginning, yes. But the
Okay,
Eagles coach has been
okay,
outperforming, bro.
okay.
Way
He
better.
has a better team, too.
Facts.
Yeah, I would say so, yes.
Facts.
Bruh, he does.
I never said they did it. I never said they did it.
It's close. It's not close. He definitely does.
But the Lions, of course, they have their number 2 overall pick, Aiden Hutchinson. And then they also drafted Jameson Williams as the 12th pick. So they're running it
Yeah.
back with Jared Goff.
I wish
once again.
we got him.
Hey,
I was hoping he fell, but
here's the thing.
you know how that go.
As much as Jared Goff isn't
That draft was just
Top
weird,
tier?
though.
Why weird?
It was just, bro, 4 defensive players were the first pick. I kind of knew after that, like, the
Because it
board's
was.
gonna be
If it's
fucked
not
up.
gonna be a quarterback in those positions, yeah.
so
That's
so
why the board was
but
so
but Gyfton.
fucked up.
So a lot of them
Because there were no quarterbacks.
a lot of
that
them are
high.
edge rushers. Edge rushers usually
That's a
last-
premium position these
No,
days.
edge
They
rushers-
last
yes,
a
edge
long
rushers
time
last
in the
a long
league.
time. The Lions didn't need an edge rusher though.
They
Their
don't.
defense is shit.
They
What do you
took- they
mean?
took the best
They can
option.
take anything they can get, bro.
Yeah, they took the best player on
They're
the
a
board.
bad team. They can take anything they can get. Really?
That's talent.
Okay, what receivers are around Jared Goff though?
Amora St. Brown.
Okay, that's one.
That's probably it.
All right.
Yeah.
See,
It doesn't matter though. I mean,
They had
it's
another
not
guy.
William.
They had another guy, but he got
And
hurt.
then T.J. Hawkinson is still there.
Yeah, Hawkinson's nice, bro. He's
So
nice.
he's tight end.
He's
yeah.
nice.
Okay.
He's nice,
no,
bro.
T. Hawkinson is nice, but I mean, like,
But like,
That's
yeah,
it.
they got
What are we hanging
DeAndre
on?
Swift.
what are they hanging their hat on defense this
They
year?
got
Is that what
Jamal
you're telling
Williams
me?
out there too.
Okay, so
But again,
I'm gonna be
they're not a
honest
good
with you.
team.
that's what I'm saying. So where is? It's either we're gonna be really good on offense, we're gonna be really bad.
They're
on
not
defense.
really
We're
good
gonna
on
be-
either side.
That's what I'm saying. So we're just kind of getting fucking pieces.
So they
we're
need-
not really putting shit together than the Lions.
Hey,
Saints.
you guys are talking a lot
They
about
have
the,
no
hey, hold up,
foundation,
Stevie.
bro.
That's what I'm.
You guys are talking a lot about the Lions when you guys said, do we have to talk about these guys? Let's get on to the Bears
It
real
was
quick.
him.
The
Poor
Bears.
Justin Fields.
Yes, poor Justin Fields,
Yeah.
first and foremost.
They got that nigga in a kill hair.
They got the.
I heard that nigga got hurt in training camp with his
Yeah,
bum
I
ass.
heard that too.
What
Hey.
a bozo, bro.
Hey, first, damn well, Patriots fan over here knows what he did to him. The Bears,
them
of
and
course,
spit 'em out.
they had
Bro,
two picks. The Bears going into this next season, you're thinking that they're like a rebuilding team. That defense is so nice. They traded off Khalil Mack, right? Did they trade him off or did they cut him?
They traded him, but I don't know. That defense might not. They took a step back this last year, but this next year, it could be worse.
When you're scoring points, that defense gets a lot better. No, they're not scoring points, and they're on the field that often. It's not going to be good.
It's not getting better, bro.
You're thinking that the Bears, they might be in rebuilding mode. They only had 2 picks in the top 50 in this last draft.
That's fucking crazy.
That is crazy.
And they were like 38th and 49th or something like that.
It's because they dumbasses got free agents. They letting walk, though.
Yeah, well, I mean, to see Allen Robinson leave, then Khalil Mack get traded. It's
Andy Dalton left.
Andy Dalton. Who cares about Andy Dalton?
It's not that, but that's what I'm saying. They're losing. Whether these guys are important or not, they're losing a lot of guys, and it's not like they have anything in return for it already.
That's why
they have to go out and find it.
That's why it's kind of like the same shit with the Lions. Where the fuck are we going?
Well, they got.
Where are we
they
going?
Got cap
I feel
space.
like they have so much
out of there.
Going?
You're tripping.
They have.
Stop talking
cap
about the
space,
Lions,
dog. They don't have nothing. He just said.
Look,
let's
not talk
about.
Sides. I agree. Let's not talk
what
about.
What are we doing,
yeah, bro?
Let's not talk.
Why
about
are you
them,
bringing?
please.
We're talking about
Let's
the Bears.
Please not talk about them.
Well, I'm mentioning them as the same as like.
Hey,
there seems to be no foundation.
This is a 2-team race in this division,
is a
bro.
Foundation for the Lions. They have a nice running back. They have a good head coach that is supposed to be a different type of culture maker. And then of course they have different types of things on the
coach is okay.
On the offensive side.
They started all right with this Hutchinson pick.
We just mentioned 2 receivers, and then of course they just helped out their defense with the line. Like, come on, man.
All right, I'm gonna say this: the coach is all right. Hutchinson is cool with this pick. They just need to do some swapping around, like not a full rebuild, but they need to do some they need to get some bodies.
You're the one who didn't want to talk about the Lions.
We are getting to the next team. This is a 2-team race in this division, bro. It really doesn't matter.
Let me finish with
the
Bears
Lions
real quick,
are not competitive.
They're definitely focused on developing Justin Fields, and they're not doing a great job at it.
No, terrible.
Yeah, terrible.
Oh my! I hope he makes it to being a free agent out there, bro. This is fucked up.
It's tough.
It's tough. Bruh,
nothing.
I had high hopes for Justin Fields, but they put him in the This is
nothing out.
I could have never imagined it was gonna be this bad for him out there, bro. This is terrible. I fuck with Justin Fields.
You gotta press it. Don't tap it.
Yeah.
Go. Try it again. Oh. See? Don't tap it. Press it. All right. And so we gave a little bit of a rundown of each team here. Stevie, I'll let you start with this. It seems like you have some strong opinions not only on Aaron Rodgers, but the Vikings as well. Let's go ahead and hear your opinions on who will win this division.
I think the Vikings can win the division, bro. I think they can win it, bro.
Is it on me? Is it on both of us? Nice.
Like,
Agreed.
Yeah. Because it's not like they can't beat the Packers a game, at least. They still were splitting games these last couple of years. So, I'm not trying to predict they're going to beat them twice. But what if they do? If they do, they're in the catbird seat off rip. Yeah. And based off the schedule I saw for the Vikings, bro, I think they can win their first 5 to 6 games off rip, and be undefeated like that. So and the Packers, I don't feel that way about their starting schedule.
Not anymore.
No.
I mean, I just don't feel that way about the Packers no more.
One thing about the Vikings is that
they're not that, the defense is still solid, but offensively, it's going to be a different look.
Sammy Watkins is going to get hella targets this season?
You guys are fools.
I don't know.
You guys are
because I don't trust Aaron.
Okay, you act like you don't trust Aaron, but you just want MVP. I'm not saying this is not talking about playoffs. We're not talking about playoffs. We're talking about winning the division in the regular season. You speaking about the Vikings, right? I'm not saying that they don't have good talent. I'm not saying that they, with the first year head coach, they might have some certain types of struggles. Also, they might have something nice because it's a different type of playbook. It's a different type of film. They don't have something that they can bring from year to year. Let me say this much though. The Vikings just do not know how to close games, and it's been like that for the last 3 years. And of course, the Packers won the last 3 years in the division.
Not really closing team. They're not really a closing team either, though.
So basically the same personnel is there. Now, maybe, of course, with the difference in Mike Zimmer, that can be a big deal. Of course, we just spoke about the background of O'Connell. My whole thing is, though, is that I said it a long time ago that when you have a quarterback such as an Aaron Rodgers, all you have to do is provide him with the really nice defense, and he'll always pick you, give you nice games. As long as he keeps you in games, am I going to trust the ball in Kirk Cousins' hands, or am I going to trust the ball in Aaron Rodgers' shroomed out head hands? You know what I'm saying? I trust Aaron Rodgers
more than Kirk. Yeah.
What quarter is it?
It's the fourth. That's what I said. With the game in the hands of the quarterback, who do you trust more?
All right, if it's
and we
the
just
first
spoke about,
seven,
we just
all
spoke
right,
about the two
if it's the
running backs
first
that are
7
nice.
weeks of the season, all right, Aaron got me. If it's the first 7 weeks of the season, he got me. I don't want that situation in a playoff game, bro. Hell no, fuck all that, bro.
I feel you.
I bet you the Vikings. You said they can win the first 5 to 6 games. I bet you they end up 500 after the first 6 games. That's just the Vikings for some odd reason. They like to pull the heartstrings of the Vikings.
It's not even it's not
Vikings
a bet,
fans.
but like because I don't have the name, but I know 2 of them were the Lions and the Bears. I'm like, those are dubs for sure. Okay, one of them is the Packers, so that's what I'm saying. If they play the Packers opening game of the season,
Where is it? In Lambeau or is it in Minnesota?
I think it's in Minnesota.
Okay.
But again,
That's interesting.
I feel like location-wise for me, it's not gonna matter because I think they might catch that nigga Aaron sneaking on the first day. You seen how he came opening day last year, bruh.
Yeah,
I think
shit.
I think they
Hey,
could get him on some shit like
They
that.
still have the best record in the league, well tied, and they own the tiebreaker against the Bucs.
Cause AJ Green.
One game. But so we got Vikings, Packers, Gyfton.
I think the Vikings got it on best of both worlds on offense and defense between KJ, Dalvin Cook, Adam Thielen, Justin Jefferson, and on defense.
I think the Packers might be better on defense, but
because of the line, but the Vikings have
their secondary is way better, bro.
Their secondary is better.
Their secondary is
So
way
then their
better,
defense
bro.
is better than the Vikings.
Yeah.
On a good day, yeah.
On a
Bro,
good day,
no,
every day.
it is. It's better.
I just
Their
said that
defense is
they
better,
used
bro.
2 first-round picks on the defense as well.
Yeah.
You got young talent.
They
coming.
re-signed.
Okay.
They re-signed linebackers.
Okay.
And you got Kenny Clark on
Kenny's
that
still
line.
out there.
Boy.
Jair's out there.
Okay. In conclusion,
They out here.
Hey,
The
Gyfton.
safeties
I
are
got
good.
Get
Both
some help.
safeties
Get
are
some
good.
in
They're-
conclusion, I got the Vikings winning the division.
Sounds great, man. So Vikings, Packers. Any bets on the table? I'll put some money on that.
Fuck you.
No money.
I'm not really a Kirk Cousins guy.
Here we go. NFC South. We have the Bucs, the Saints, the Panthers, and the Falcons. Let's start off with the Bucs, of course. I picked the first 2 divisions to be kind of the ones that are not necessarily a pick 'em. There's kind of a forward runner or front runner, excuse me, in each one of those. Yeah, in this division too. Yeah, I would say. But look, we'll get into it. We'll get into it. So the Bucs.
This division definitely has a front runner.
Like I said, the Bucs tied the Green Bay Packers for the best record in the NFL. Bucs outscored their opponents by 158 points last season. That's a pretty
Seriously?
good, yes, scoring
damn.
differential. The team, of course, they got rid of the head coach Bruce Arians, which I felt like was a downgrade. It was a little bit different, but hey, whatever you want to give Tom Brady, it's a lot different from whatever you're going to give Kevin Durant.
I think
we were talking about
this
earlier
was
in the podcast.
like we said, this was a Tom Brady move, not a Tampa move.
The team promoted, I agree, the defensive coordinator Todd Bowles to serve as a head coach, and of course, offensive coordinator Brian Leftwich, who was
Byron.
did I say it wrong?
You said Brian.
I think it
His
says
name's
Brian right here.
You
name's
probably
Byron,
typed it
isn't
wrong.
it?
Bro named Byron though.
Yeah.
My fault.
Yeah.
Coach Leftwich. They kept him, even though that I think he interviewed for the Jaguars job, so they're able to keep him. Of course, the team added Russell Gage, but apparently he got hurt in training camp, and it might be
Still got
substantial.
that man Julio.
Yes, Julio becomes a lot more valuable in that type of way, of course, and then you got Chris Godwin coming in a little bit later in
Mike
the year.
Evans got into a little
Little tift.
no, not tiff, but They said he had a little hamstring thing.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Wasn't he always kind of like nursing a hamstring though?
He does have injuries.
Yeah.
I think it's always the hamstring.
It's nothing.
He's tall.
It's
I think
nothing
it's always
substantial, but
it's because his height, but I think it's always the hamstring for him too.
The organization still hasn't said that Gronk hasn't necessarily came back. Hasn't knocked out the possibility of him coming back. So they're still in touch
He's
with him.
gonna
And,
resign
Tom
to
Brady.
New England and retire.
Yeah, good luck with that. Because there's no rings going over there. So that's a little
He
bit.
got
of
him already.
Honestly,
He ain't seen no more.
But
Next 3 years.
so we got a little bit about the Bucs here. Let's get into the Saints.
I'm saying he gonna do like a little 1-day contract and retire, bro. I wasn't saying that.
Yeah. That's what I was saying.
You talking about
The Saints are the only other team in the NFC South in 2021 to have a positive point differential, outscoring their teams by 29 points. But again, they start this new season without Coach Sean Payton.
Yeah.
And then, of course, Dennis Allen took the lead role in that aspect. And then, of course, you have Jameis Winston, who they had high hopes coming in, especially after seeing how he started the season last year. And he's coming off of injury, but, of course, he has that foot injury, like we mentioned in the quick hits.
Yeah.
It's worth noting that the Saints were 5-2 when Winston was under center last year.
Yeah.
So, of course, the Saints brought in Chris Olave and also drafted an offensive tackle in Trevor Penning.
Mm-hmm.
They also added slot receiver Jarvis Landry.
Yeah.
And then, of course, you have
forgot he
Michael
went there.
Thomas coming back, posting up nice things
They
in
got Honey
training
Badger
camp.
on the defense now.
Yes, that part too. Coming home.
Sorensen.
Oh, man. Oh, man. Good luck.
I
Good
like
luck,
their
Saints.
defense, but y'all shouldn't have got that nigga.
I think their
Definitely
defense
not
is
Sorensen.
definitely can cover up those holes. And let me say this much: Sorensen, as much as he gets blown by, he does make.
Maybe he
some
might
plays.
not touch the field though. He might not touch the field though. Like not enough for it to be like you're killing this man. Like
Hey,
how
bro,
to
he-
like
you're
like
killing them.
I don't think
They be
he
killing
he might not be high enough on the depth chart out there. Like the Saints defense is better than the Chiefs, bro. He might not be high enough on the depth chart to touch the field like he was out there.
Do you think Michael Thomas is coming back? Will he be a top 7 wide receiver? Top 10, I feel like he can definitely do that. Top 7 though, with all the young talent that's coming in. Or has been there. That guy's been like a number 1, number 2 wide receiver in the league.
Yeah.
Can he be a number 7?
I think he can be top 7. I think he can be number 7 for sure.
Well,
All the Young Bucks is gonna be 1 through 6,
mean,
but he could be number 7.
realistically,
Actually, shit, bro,
if he's still the number
that's
1,
hard.
if they still treat him like the number 1 receiver and give
Yeah.
him his targets and do all that, like probably.
That's hard because you know who I
probably.
think is gonna go to number 7? AJ Green.
Wait,
What the fuck?
I mean,
you
not
just
AJ.
saying?
My bad. Who's the one in
Wait, huh?
Philadelphia? AJ Brown.
AJ Brown.
My bad. AJ Brown.
Oh
Not
shit.
AJ Green.
they're still
AJ
not
Brown.
like. I don't know about that because
Bro, you
his-
about to kill me right
I don't
now.
know about that.
But
He
the
doesn't
kid
have a better
goddamn
quarterback.
self.
He doesn't have a better quarterback. I don't know about that. As
Well,
far as
Jalen-
throwing goes,
Well, right now,
Jameis can throw better than Jalen Hurts. We not playing. Don't do this. We're not playing.
Okay.
that's true.
All right.
But one can stay on the field. The other one can't seem to.
One can. All right, bro. Yeah, he can
See.
stay on the field, but are they winning games?
They won the division last year.
No, they didn't.
Yes, they did.
The fucking Cowboys won
Oh,
the
yes,
division,
they did.
bro.
I'm an idiot. They won.
And the
did,
Cowboys
Did they win a
trout-
playoff game? No, they didn't. They lost it pretty
Tom
bad.
Brady whooped their ass.
I remember that.
Fucking spanked them niggas.
On to the next.
Oh, the Cowboys.
The last 2 teams here. Not too much to speak about, but let's get into the Panthers first. Trade rumors, of course, in the offseason for
Bro.
Baker Mayfield. It's caused a little bit of internal rift, especially with Robbie Anderson being there, saying all
They'll
that
win
shit.
7 games.
7 games.
Yeah, I got 7 games max.
They only
Yeah,
had 1
6,
pick
7.
in the top 75, so not really
And they got
building
who, Matt
on
Carroll?
that aspect.
Right.
Low
So-
key, maybe.
Oh, is it Matt Carroll?
It might be him, bro. Damn.
That's it.
But fortunate enough to hopefully have Christian McCaffrey for the entire season.
Yeah.
Do not
Hopefully.
draft him number 1, my friends. Stop doing that in your fantasy leagues. He
I've
keeps
never
on
had
ki-
the chance
Yeah,
to
I've
get him
never.
number 1 anyways.
I've
This
always
year,
gotten him on, like,
by
trade
this
wise.
year, it didn't matter. I wasn't getting him first.
He played 7 games in 2021 and 3 in 2020.
Damn.
I ain't even gonna lie. My first draft pick was Jamar Chase.
The situation for the Panthers is
Don't
so
blame
bad.
me.
That's pretty good. The situation is so bad for the Panthers that they're the best betting odds or the best one that you can do as a fan of betting and NFL,
Yeah.
is to put money on the first NFL head coach to be fired is Matt Rule for the Panthers.
Has he been there 2 or 3 years?
He's been there for like 3 or 4, bro.
Yeah, he's
Been there for a while. Yeah.
Yeah.
Damn.
He was there with Cam.
The
last
year
Cam?
when they got rid of him, basically, bro. Yeah. And they got Kyle Allen out there. That nigga was a bozo. They thought he won those first couple games, and they thought he was on to some shit.
I think he's on.
Then
to
he
his fourth
came to
year.
play the Niners and got fucking destroyed. He was not looking the same after that.
Fourth or third year, I think he is. And then we have the Falcons, of course. They were
Oh, yeah.
outscored. These Falcons.
Was Kyle Allen a rookie that year they got rid of Cam?
They had they
'Cause I don't know who
had
the backup
Kyle
was.
Allen
He
and
was the backup.
Tyler
but I don't know if he was
Heineke.
they had
No,
Taylor.
Heineke?
I'm sorry because I'm thinking about the
Washington.
old head coach. What's his name?
Ron
Ron Rivera.
Yeah.
Because Ron Rivera had a rookie starting and then he got fired then he left. They had like mutual agreement to go away.
Mhm.
But yeah, the Panthers definitely in a flux. They'll be lucky to get some nice news throughout the whole entire season. Hopefully, Baker Mayfield has a considerably okay year, and then of course that's pretty low standards for that.
I
And then,
think
of
they're
course,
third in the division, bro.
Of course, I mean I hope they beat these Falcons. The
They
Falcons.
should have a field day on the Falcons for sure.
Speaking about the Falcons, they were outscored last year by 146 points total.
Damn, Matt Ryan.
They were still
Damn, Matt.
the fifth worst
Matty
scoring
Ice.
differential in the NFL.
He don't play defense.
Hold up.
but-
First of all, that offensive line, you
Was-
want to talk about
they're
terrible, especially
Bro,
he called
they-
stick in the
bro,
mud.
they're
Stafford,
they're
stick in the mud,
first-
Matt Ryan.
Nah,
Holy
but their
shit.
first. There's a guy they took in the first round. The year with Matt Ryan's last year. They took a guy in the first round.
Kyle Pitts.
Kyle Pitts?
No. It was a line. They got a lineman.
Oh, okay.
It was in the first or second round. He gets drafted. He's basically tweeting some shit like, "Oh yeah, I got you, Matt. We're gonna protect you." Da 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 da. Niggas, they had a picture of Matt Ryan with his face in the dirt. Game 1 against the Eagles. I'm like,
The
oh
Eagles
god.
line is dirty, and then they got.
Oh yeah, their D line is nasty. So I'm like, yeah, he was getting his ass
We'll
tossed
get into
around,
that
bro.
a little bit later, bro, because that line is
he
gross.
was getting cooked.
But the Falcons again, they signed Marcus Mariota in free agency. He'll compete with the third round pick Desmond Ridder, like Gyfton was mentioning in the last pod there. And then
No
of course they
Calvin
have
Ridley.
Kyle Pitts. No Calvin Ridley.
Russell Gage is gone.
But they have Kyle Pitts, so expect him to get a lot of running.
Bro, the Patriots eliminated Kyle Pitts from the offense when we played them. He's not like, if he's by himself, bro, it's gonna be tough.
Kyle
But
Pitts
yeah,
is
but that's with everybody. But other people don't have the same type of defensive mind
true.
that you guys
That's
have,
true.
taking away the best weapon, like
That's
you guys
true.
always say.
You're right.
And they also have their rookie wideout, Drake London, as well.
Yeah,
Um,
I forgot that.
Yeah,
So-
I think Drake London's finna go crazy.
Cordell
He
Patterson's
fucking
there.
better. He fucking better. They need
Man,
him.
I hope they do something, but
Matt Ryan
Yeah,
was
they're not
throwing
gonna
to
be able to do
Cordero
anything.
Patterson because he old and shit. But Marcus Mariota, you better throw it to these goddamn receivers, boy,
better figure something out.
Facts.
It's not looking good for these.
or run it, bitch.
But let's get it though.
Who's the running back?
I started with Stevie in the last one.
Cordero Patterson.
Yeah,
and they
basically
might
a
still have
running
Mike
back.
Davis too.
Gyfton, I started with Stevie in the last one. Let's start with you. Bucs, Saints, Panthers, Falcons. Who do you got winning the
I
division?
mean, come on, man. It's hard to go against Tom Brady at this point, bro. You can't.
They
You-
lost
you
two offensive
can't.
linemen in training camp.
It's all right.
And Russell Gage went down.
That's
Like
okay.
they got hurt.
One might be out for the season, and then the other one recently just got hurt. They're still looking into everything for him.
That's okay.
He's gonna miss significant time. It sounds like though.
Still Tom.
It was a center, and I
Yeah.
think
I mean,
I don't know if it's a tackle or for guard.
Still Tom.
Yeah, Tom can still like.
Because I mean, if hopefully
All right,
Jameis
it's-
Winston comes back, yeah, he'll be a threat to the Bucs. But I mean, the Panthers and the Falcons, they're eliminated.
It ain't even about it, Jameis being a threat, but like, because all right, for one, Bruce Arians is gone, so the offense off rip, Tom Brady's gonna be in more control of the offense. He's not gonna be holding the ball long enough. Like
You know
bro,
him. He'll get
yeah,
rid of
bro.
it if he knows what he's doing with his
Exactly, bro.
line.
He's gonna be getting rid of the ball.
He can win you games, but he's not going to win you championships if you don't have a at least decent line.
Yeah.
That's what it seems like.
But
you got the Bucs, and is that it, or just Tom Brady? Is that what it really is, or
they're the best team in the division, bro.
They're the fuck. You got to get through them to win the division.
I will say one thing though: if the Saints have Jameis and they can play with Jameis for the full year, they should be able to be a playoff team.
I think that if Jameis is there for the full year, that they might overtake these Bucs. And the only reason why,
I'm not going that far.
No, but listen. This is the only reason why.
Mm-hmm.
The Saints have been having the Bucs number through the past 2 years.
All right.
When Tom Brady has been at the helm.
You know what?
And one last thing. That defense is fucking gross.
Okay.
And
No,
they're
I agree
still
with
all
both
there.
of those. All right. If they beat the Bucs 2 times again like they did these last 2 years, all right, yeah, they got the division. It's their division for sure. But that's the only way. They have to beat them twice.
But that's what Sean Payton though. Did Sean Payton? He wasn't there last year, right?
He was there last year, but they
So this
played
year's
the
the first
Bucs
year.
and beat them with no Jameis.
But I'm
Yeah.
saying still, Sean Payton's a mastermind when it comes to the offense.
He won with Trevor Siemian.
That's Sean Payton, baby.
They're not gonna have to play Trevor Siemian this next year.
Okay, here's the thing. Okay, so for me, I got the Bucs all the way. If Jameis is healthy for the full year, though, I think it's a toss up.
Yeah, it's up.
And I'll be more bold enough because it's a team sport,
and
and a lot of the people on the Bucs can have injuries. Mike Evans, you just mentioned he
against
might
that
have an injury
physical ass
right now.
defense, that's gonna be a problem because they was hitting them
Julio
niggas
Jones.
last year.
What was the first thing that we're talking about? Can he stay on the field? They lost Rob,
Luckily, he doesn't play the Saints all year.
and at the same time,
But he's used to that.
and
He
at the same
played.
time they lost people on the line. That defense did not look as good when the offense wasn't clicking on all 4 cylinders. But that Saints team as a whole, I feel like is better on paper than what the Bucs have. I think the only thing, like what Gyfton is saying, is Tom Brady. You got to get through him. So if we get a full season of Jameis Winston, I got the Saints. But if we don't have a full season of Jameis, then of course, that's with me not knowing the health and so on and so forth. We got a couple more weeks until the season starts. I got the Bucs for right now because Jameis, it seems like, won't be healthy.
We don't know yet for sure.
But if he's healthy for the full season, I definitely got the Saints. Their team is loaded.
Season with all the weapons we've already named, they have on offense. Yeah, they're a threat for sure in their division.
But you got the Bucs, though, it seems like, right, Stevie?
Yeah, I still have the Bucs.
Yeah, I think what's that? Bucs all around.
Bucs all around.
Well,
I got that.
The Saints are an X factor. They're an X factor.
No, the Saints are an X factor. I think we can all agree there. Yes.
If Jameis Winston starts game 1, I got the Saints. If he doesn't start game 1, I'm on the Bucs.
How long can he stay on the field? But I agree with you. How long can he stay on the field?
Their line
I don't
is
necessarily
good.
care
I think they should
if
be
he
able
gets
to
injured after,
protect
because
him.
then I took that bet because he literally has an injury history right now.
That's fair.
But I'm gonna bet
Okay.
that if he plays game 1, he'll have a healthy season throughout the rest of the season.
I hear that.
And I'll take the Saints. I'll take the Saints on that one. Doesn't mean that Tom Brady can't get a wild card.
No,
But I definitely
no.
get that.
Yeah, he'll still get the wild card because
At least.
we've already we've spoken about this conference already. This is not the war zone conference. He can get a wild card.
Let's get to a more nitty gritty type of division.
Or so we thought.
Anymore? Yeah.
No, it's really
Bro,
not.
because
think
everybody's
so?
struggling except you.
Here we go.
Really?
It's not even that. I just think it's not everybody's struggling. He has the best team. The other teams.
Who has
well,
the best team?
let me rephrase. All them other teams have more drama than the last.
It's
2
not
years
even
for
about
sure.
the drama, bro. But for me, the Niners. All right, I think they can make the playoffs.
We'll get into it.
But all right,
We'll get into it. Let's
Go
get
ahead.
on with the
Go ahead,
NFC
bro.
West right here. Don't mean to interrupt it, but I love the
Nah, yeah, go
discussion.
ahead, bro.
The Rams, the 49ers, the Cardinals, the Seahawks. Yeah, because you guys are talking about my Rams. In a positive manner, not like every other fucking time, bitches. Super Bowl champs, Rams, baby. Odell Beckham
Still
Jr.
got more.
is a free agent
We gotta pack him out
recovering
after
from
the
a
show.
torn ACL in the
We
Super
packed
Bowl.
him out twice in the Super Bowl. We good.
So even if he rejoins these Rams, He won't see the field until late in the year, of course.
Unfortunately.
Allen Robinson is
That shit
coming off a
sucks.
disastrous campaign with Chicago, but of course going in these Rams.
He's been looking good in
I don't
camp.
think.
Yeah.
He's
Look,
been looking really good in
the
camp.
disastrous part, I feel like, is because of Chicago. Not him.
Chicago is just kind of proving themselves.
It was a
really
tire
shitty
fire of an
organization.
offense.
Yeah,
Terrible.
really shitty.
We also have the retirement of Andrew Whitworth, but we also had
That's fine.
lost him in the last season, and we were still able to win games without him. I
Well, no,
remember
yeah,
saying it
'cause
on the
he-
pod.
He sat out a whole game.
He
One of
sat
those
out
games,
3
but-
games
Yeah, but I'm saying like
because
within-
of his injury.
No, yeah, but within the playoffs, didn't he sit out the NFC Championship, or was it against Tom Brady? He sat out.
I thought it was against Tom Brady. He sat out.
He sat out a big game.
I know he
yeah,
sat out
I
a
thought
big
it was
game.
the game against Tom Brady.
I forget which one it was.
Didn't
I'm gonna be honest with
they
you.
beat the Rams that year to go to the Super Bowl. No.
No, not
No.
last year. No, not the year before
Well,
that.
Last year is when you bet on-
Not last year.
I know what you're
the
talking
I'm
game-
talking about last
But
year.
he had an ACL tear, and that's why he was out.
Wow,
And then he came back, and he was 40 years old.
As a big ass dude. That's crazy.
40 years old.
He got the ring. He
got it.
That's-
he
Um,
could go
Shout
out.
out Whitworth,
He
bro.
went
That's
out how he
fucking
needed to, bro.
crazy.
What I'm trying to say is that Sean McVay figures out a way to maybe cover it up or just improve and get the next man up ready to go.
Mm-hmm.
I was even scared about that. Andrew Whitworth is like the cornerstone of our offensive line, at least legacy, influence,
Yeah.
a lot of different things. I don't want to
You
talk
don't
too
want
much about the
Matt
Rams
He
Stafford.
won.
like that,
What
though.
did he win? He won Man of the Year.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Crazy.
You don't want
Um,
Matt Stafford to have to
We also
scramble.
lost another offensive lineman with Austin Corbett. Von Miller signed a massive contract with the Buffalo Bills.
Fuck
Also-
that.
Damn. We also have Darius Williams jetted
Fuck him.
to the Jacksonville Jaguars.
Von Miller.
And then the most notable addition for the Rams, though, on the defensive side to make up for those losses is, of
Aaron
course,
Donald.
Wagner, right?
Bobby Wagner.
Yeah.
Aaron Donald is definitely a good one, but we already knew he
I
was
know.
coming back.
I
They finished
know.
12-5, 1 game ahead of the Arizona Cardinals, 2 games better than the San Francisco 49ers. They outscored their opponents by 88, which is only 5 points better than the Arizona's differential. The competition is stiff, but let me consider this much: Matthew
I don't
Stafford
think
had.
it's that stiff.
Yeah, it's not stiff.
Bro,
Y'all
we
good.
only
Y'all good.
beat
Bro,
the Cardinals
you-
by 1 game, and
you
then the other
won.
team by 2 games.
You won.
But they
that's
have
fine.
it. But
You won.
last year they didn't have a D-Hop suspension. They had that.
Right.
this
Okay,
year.
okay, that's fine. I'm saying for last year, competition was stiff, but
You might beat them twice this year because of the suspension.
But think about it this way though, too. Matthew Stafford got an injection into his throwing arm, into his throwing elbow, after the Super Bowl for an issue, and then it has been something in training camp as well.
Tendonitis.
It's all bad. He hasn't been throwing as much.
I was about to
we
ask you,
wanted
how
him
do
to.
you feel about that?
I
like
know about
with the
I know about
the
that.
injection. I didn't know about. I knew he had.
Well,
a
it was after
tendon-
the Super Bowl, so I was fine with it.
Oh, okay, okay.
So, but
with
now
him
it's
having tendonitis,
flaring.
how do you? Because he said like it's.
Was
there
he
as an
playing with the
issue.
tendonitis last season though?
Yes.
He said he was pretty much playing hurt.
If he was playing with it last season, I would kind of not.
Matthew Stafford always plays hurt, even in the
that-
Lions.
Exactly.
He
That's
always
why
plays
I'm
hurt.
saying I kind of just wouldn't.
I mean, it
It
is
is-
cause
I-
for concern when it's in your throwing arm.
You're right, but
If I'm wearing like a protective vest and shit, like that's
I
different.
mean, all
But that's not
QBs
gonna
wear
protect
that,
his
though, you
arm.
know what I'm saying?
But that's what I'm saying because he always had broken ribs. Like
yeah,
homie was a
because he can't
warrior.
scramble.
Can't scramble.
Can't scramble.
He's slow as shit, bro.
Hey, he does make them throws though, doggy.
I mean,
Let's get on to.
they gotta protect him though.
But we lost people on the line, but
You think the line's
still
worse
loaded.
this next? Yeah, that's what I was
Again-
gonna say. You think the
again,
line's worse?
in theory it should be, but because of our coaching and our development,
Yeah.
it's
That's
not.
some.
Fuck the
Rams-
theory,
yeah,
bro.
Fuck
Do
the theory. Like,
Yeah, bro. Do you feel like it's gonna be better or worse, or do you think they should be maintaining at least the
It's good
production
enough.
they have?
It'll be good enough.
All right.
It'll be good enough.
That's what I was gonna
And
say.
if there is a hole in it, we'll get the ball out quick.
Well,
guys
Oh,
are
we'll hand
gonna
it to
be
Cam
good.
Akers, dog.
Either way, bro.
I mean,
Or
I feel
Daryl
like
Henderson, dog.
the hole is gonna. I mean, I think the sooner you got. I mean, I feel like the earlier you identify that, it's not even gonna be about. Like maybe like I feel like the earlier you identify, you may be able to figure out who to put right there in general, more so than even having to be quicker. Like it might just be swapping a guy around too.
That continues to happen where a player will have to learn a new position. and
Yeah.
it seemed to have worked.
Some O linemen don't like the shit, bro, but the ones that's really out here in the trenches, bro, they can play multiple O lineman positions.
Hey,
Right.
we've been getting a lot of O lineman contracts lately. The 49ers, though, let's get on to the next. Let's go on to the next team. They ended the regular season 10-5.
I think they can get 10 wins around there.
If
again,
not
too,
10-5,
bro.
maybe 9-6.
No,
They might fall a
They played
game
more
short.
games than that. Why did it say 10-5? They played. Was it a short?
10-7.
You put it in there.
Was it a short season or something?
Bro.
Why did it say 10-5?
You probably put the wrong number, but
Probably
I think
did.
they were like 10-7 or something like that.
In which they outscored opponents by 62 points after trading multiple first-round picks for their boy Trey Lance. He spent most of the year on the bench while Jimmy Garoppolo is out there doing his thing, of course. But think about it. Trey Lance is definitely more of a dual-threat quarterback.
They can make the playoffs, bro. I'm looking. All right.
You're looking at
Who
their
they
schedule? Go ahead.
They play the Bears week 1. That's a win.
That's a dub.
Seahawks week 2.
That's a dub.
Broncos.
Dub.
The
Week
Broncos
3.
is up
Broncos,
in the air.
that's a
The
dub.
Broncos is up
It's
in the
kinda-
air.
That's a
It's-
dub. Fuck the
is up in the
Broncos.
air.
That's a dub.
That's what
The
you
Broncos
think.
is up in the air. You so
All right.
fucking disrespectful. bro.
Rams
Stop
week-
disrespecting
Fuck the
Russell Wilson.
Broncos. Fuck Russell
Rams
Wilson.
week 4.
Bro. I'm telling you.
Rams week 4.
That's
Overrated.
They lost that one.
Yeah, they
Ram-
might lose.
My dogs.
Wait, yeah, no. Rams
They
week
lost
4
that
at
one.
home. Week 4 at home.
Still lost
Damn.
it. They still
Monday
lost
night.
it. Still-
Hey, real
still
quick.
lost
They
it.
got
Still
him on a
lost it.
Monday night last
quick.
year, though.
I think-
That
Hey,
was
real quick,
Jimmy
listen,
Garoppolo
listen,
got him on
listen,
a Monday night
listen.
last year, not Trey Lance.
Trey Lance might not have his feet under him by game
That's
4.
fair. That's fair.
I
That's
would give him
fair.
more of a chance of beating
That's
us
fair.
on our home turf. because
Panthers
there'll be
week 5.
A whole bunch of 49ers fans
That's
there.
a field day.
Falcons week 6.
That's another field day.
All right, week 7 is the Chiefs. I think they lose.
Nah, they lose that one. For
At
sure.
warehouse. Whose house?
It's the Chiefs,
It's-
bro. They're done.
I just want to know.
They're at home, but I still think they lose.
They might win that game.
Maybe.
By
I
that
don't know.
time, I think everybody has.
Was that week 7 already?
Yeah.
Think about it, bro. Jimmy Garoppolo didn't have to do too much to get all the offense going. Trey Lance is a different dimension to his game. He can run.
Nah, that's before their bye week. I don't think so. Remember, Chiefs defense better too.
A little bit.
He's funny.
And the Chiefs are good.
The Rams week 8
That's
at
another dub.
at the Rams
Hey,
though.
we
Another
fucking
dub.
them. We
That's
fucking
another
them,
one,
bro.
Yeah, the Rams
That's
got
what I'm
that
saying,
one.
bro.
Whoa, what'd you say?
No, we fucking them.
He's chill.
They are wide,
Relax.
brother. They're our little mistress.
They beat y'all last year though.
We taking them back behind the middle school and getting them pregnant, bro.
Bro, behind the middle school. What the
We
fuck
do not
you
condone
saying,
this
sir?
language.
I forget.
We do not condone
Bro,
this
yeah,
language,
I
bro.
forget what that's
What?
from, bro. It's
Behind
from
the
something.
middle school.
What?
What the
Oh,
fuck?
it's a 30 Rock. What's his name?
What the fuck is 30 Rock?
The guy. What? What the
Tony
fuck is
Rock?
name?
No,
Nah,
I'm just kidding.
the guy from the new pimp show, Tracy Jordan or Tracy Morgan.
Oh, Tracy.
But his
Morgan.
name is Tracy Jordan in the show. Yeah, he said,
Oh.
I love you so much. I'm gonna take you to the back of the middle school and get you pregnant. That's what we're gonna do with the fucking 49ers.
This is not something you should be repeating.
Yeah,
I'll
facts.
repeat the fuck out of that. Cause that's what we're gonna do with fucking 49ers, bro.
The 49ers play the Rams.
That's us inside of them, bro.
All right, bro.
Hey, stop, bro. Stop, bro. Stop, bro.
That's all they're gonna hear.
Stop.
The back of the middle school.
Bro, stop.
Yeah.
Bro,
I hope you cut all this out, bro. This
No,
is
that
awful.
ain't.
stop,
This is
bro.
awful.
Fuck them.
Bro, stop.
Hey,
This nigga's R. Kelly.
let's
bro.
think about it though.
Think about what?
No,
You just ruined
I'm done.
everything.
It's over.
Oh, my
But I don't want to go
God.
through the whole schedule. That's gonna take too long. If Trey Lance hits the ground running, the 49ers could overtake the Rams for the division. I'm gonna be honest with you. It
Nah.
can
If
If
definitely
they
happen.
beat him twice, but I don't think they'll beat you twice.
No.
Bro, think about it. With Jimmy Garoppolo at the helm, they were able to do a lot. They only lost by 3. How many points, Gyfton? 1.
I know what you. I hear what you're saying, but I feel like they can only do that if they beat you twice, and I don't think that will happen.
We can trade games and still they'll probably win.
Yeah, but that
Win it?
means Trey. But again, that means okay, Trey Lance better start off great.
One last thing I want to bring up, and then we'll get into the next team. The same way I'm talking about the Bengals have targets on their backs, we will have a target on our backs as well with the Super Bowl.
Yeah,
champion.
you the champs.
will.
Champs always
You
have
will,
targets on their
but
backs.
I think you're. Even when I looked at your schedule, I think your schedule. I still
'Cause they
feel
play
like you
in
can
weeks-
win the division
They got a
with a
back to
tougher
back.
schedule.
They got a back to back with them. What, week 7 and 8, right?
with the
Rams.
No, it's
No.
it's like a 2-week gap.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I think it's week 4 to week 8.
Oh,
that's what he said.
Yeah, the Niners is week 4 and week 8. Yeah, like you said, their
okay,
bye is
okay.
week
Hey,
7.
at least we
too.
get them
So,
out
yeah,
of the
it is a
way,
2 week.
so that it's like a race against other teams.
Yeah, bro.
to
I
finish.
still think even with this tougher schedule, you guys still win 13
That's what I'm
games.
saying. Like, bro,
maybe.
you guys are gatekeeping.
Oh, we're gross.
You guys are gatekeeping the division, so like, I
The
could
conference.
honestly give a fuck
You're
about all
probably-
these other teams.
You might
really,
be. You guys might be the 1 seed, bro.
that's what,
You
yeah.
guys
Like
might
you
be
guys
the
are
1
the
seed,
you
We
guys
should
are
be.
gonna be the
We should be.
probably the 1 seed.
It
again.
all depends
Between
on how
you
that
and
guy's
the Bucs,
elbows feels.
Between you and the Bucks are probably
Unless
going
the
for 1
Chargers
seed.
just take the fuck off.
Not in
No,
wrong
that ain't gonna
conference.
happen.
I'm just saying though.
What does that have to do with this conference?
It doesn't have no. It doesn't.
It's still weird that they're in the
That
AFC,
part
but
I
alright.
cut
It's
out.
not.
Why is it?
AFC West.
All right, bro. Stop talking about how
But
you're
then-
wrong. The Cardinals,
Smoking penises.
the Arizona
They're
Cardinals
in
now.
the same state.
Gyfton, it doesn't matter.
Doesn't matter. They're still in the Western Conference.
No, they're in the
AFC.
AFC West.
Western Division
yeah,
in the
West.
AFC.
The Arizona Cardinals. Let's get into them. Let's bring up the losses, additions, of course.
Yeah.
Loss of Chase Edmonds, Christian Kirk in free agency, and then of course we mentioned it
Chandler
already.
Jones.
And Chandler Jones.
Chandler Jones.
Yeah.
But I was gonna mention DeAndre Hopkins because that was all offense, but it's okay.
Yeah.
So they're removing elite speed from the club, but guess what? They bring back their boy or
They got
his
speed
boy,
back. They got
Marquise
speed back. Yeah.
Brown, his teammate from college. He's back there, bro, and that's gonna be a big deal. They were nice in college. Let's
They
just
got-
say that much. It's also
Yeah,
college.
Hopefully he doesn't
yeah,
drop.
no,
That's
Hollywood.
it.
Yeah, Hollywood gonna really have to pull it in these first couple games with D Hop going.
The
back.
first
His
60
name is
because
now
I
gonna
would
be
not-
Hollywood Brown again, bro.
I would not want no parts of AJ Green, bro. I'm sorry. Fuck
Hey.
out of here with that nigga.
Hey, you're talking about AJ Green? Let's talk about the other dude that you mentioned in past podcast. Rondale Moore's still there.
I know. I like
like
Rondale
Rondale
Moore.
Moore, yeah.
I don't fuck with AJ Green.
AJ Green's here
Not
to
in
miss.
this next
That's-
year. I'm
that's
not
why
depend-
it's like,
Hey, if you're dependent on AJ
Miss.
Green, that's just
no,
all
yeah,
bad.
if I'm
Miss.
dependent on AJ
You're not.
Green,
They're not depending on AJ Green.
yeah.
He's just
No.
a supporting cast.
That's what I'm
bro.
saying. He,
Nigga's
AJ,
wide receiver
no, but
5.
that's what I'm saying. Like AJ.
So
Fuck.
and it's been everywhere though on the mainstream shit. It's always the second half. They went 1-4 in the last 5 games, including the postseason.
Yeah, they gotta
and
close the season better out this year.
They
but
only scored more than 23 points twice
that's crazy.
in those 5 games.
Wow.
I believe it though. Yeah, they had some low scoring games. They lost and had a low scoring game. Well, they had lost and had some low scoring games. But even when they beat the Cowboys, they only had like 23 points maximum in that game, bro.
I think the biggest
And that
thing
was
for
a
me,
win.
if I'm looking at this team, is we paid you. We got
Excuse
you. We got you one of your favorite wide receivers. We're appealing to you. You better produce. It's all about
Look.
Kyler Murray this year. He's gonna be
Yeah.
the starting and the end point of this season.
I
By the
hear
end of
you.
the season, they're gonna say whether or not that fucking contract was worth it or not. And that's it.
Honestly,
It's him. It starts with him and it ends with
I
him.
hear you, but for me,
Unless D Hop comes back and just sparks everything.
it's not even. For me, I feel like this team win only like 9 games, bro. Honestly, I feel like they only get like 9 games. Not even because I feel like Kyler's not that guy, but because
You just think the roster's kind of depleted at this point now.
a
huh?
little bit.
Who they have
yeah.
on defense? Is Buda
That's
Baker?
that's
Baker,
the
JJ
the
Watt,
defense
and-
is really
JJ Watt, if he's
the
there.
defense is really
Yeah,
the
true.
thing for me. Like,
But
the
you're right though.
Their defense was all right this last year. They had some there were some games where their defense really showed up.
Their
But
linebackers are nice.
I don't think they're
Yes.
yeah. The
They do have
linebackers
some
are cool.
nice
They have a
linebackers,
few
yes.
solid DBs too. Like
Yeah.
I don't
outside
really
of-
like their DBs. I do
All right.
just like
They're-
Buda.
I like
they can
I
get
like
the
Buda.
job
Buda
done
makes
and
everybody
Byron-
else better.
Buda
Right.
and Byron Murphy. I think that's
Oh,
his
yeah.
name. The
Thank
slot. He's like a
Yes.
slot corner.
Murphy.
Yes.
That dude's solid, bro.
Yes.
But outside of that, like, yeah, I don't like me. I don't have a strong opinion of feeling like their defense is really like that. So I feel like they only win like 9 games or so, bro. And that's not gonna. And that might not get them to the playoffs.
Are they beating the 49ers?
Yes.
Once.
Are
At
they
least.
beating the Rams?
Once.
Maybe once.
I think that they at least get one out of those 4 games that they're gonna play against those 2 teams.
Yeah, they'll split. They'll split those.
I'm
Already,
shit, I
that
always
knocks
said
you down
2.
in the division.
Yeah.
And then what if? Who were you saying that they were playing? The 49ers. Who were they playing? They were playing the NFC. the NFC North, right?
They play
That division.
Well, yeah,
throughout the whole year? They all play it, but I'm saying they get extra wins off of that division, though.
No,
unless they're playing the Packers.
No, they're playing the NFC South. It looks like
The NFC South. Okay,
The NFC South.
it's still kind of an easy conference.
It's the NFC South and the AFC West.
AFC West. Oh.
Yeah, that's tough.
Ooh.
So that's
Yeah, they're not winning. They're not.
AFC
Yeah,
West.
9 games sounds just
I
right.
said,
They might go under 500,
that's
big dog.
tough.
I'm gonna be honest
Yeah,
with
that's
Bro,
tough.
that's what I'm saying.
you. Hey, this
Yeah.
offseason wasn't good
Especially
for them.
the West, bro.
This offseason was not good for them.
Yeah, they play.
So-
Especially the West. That's
They
tough.
play all the NFC South.
Let's
but
get into-
yeah,
let's-
definitely the AFC West. So
Let's get into
yeah,
the
I
last
don't know
team
about
here.
that one, bro.
You know it's gonna be quick. The Seahawks.
That's all we need for them.
Hold on, all right. I'm
Drew
sure
Lock's the quarterback.
Hey, they
DK,
got Noah Fant.
DK took his money.
they got Noah Fant.
They paid him. They said, "All right, you standing up for Drew. That's what a real wide receiver does."
Hey, real quick, no extra about it. Drew
He
Lock
took-
or Geno Smith?
he took notes from Tyreek Hill.
Oh,
Drew
man,
Lock or
give me-
Geno Smith?
Man,
Geno Smith, bro.
Gifton, real quick.
Geno. I fucking hate Geno, but Geno.
Drew Lock is fucking
I'll take
terrible.
Drew Lock, dog, just because he dances.
I don't care about no white boy that gritty. Shut up.
Come on, bro. Leave Baker Mayfield alone.
He can't gritty.
He probably can.
Hell nah.
Bro,
He's
Baker
like-
Mayfield square.
You see that nigga's stomach? He can't gritty.
He said,
Baker Mayfield.
Yo,
Baker Mayfield
bro.
can't gritty.
Baker Mayfield
Hey.
square dances,
Hey.
bro.
depending on how bad
Kirk
they
Cousins
were.
gritty better than Baker
Bro,
Mayfield.
Baker Mayfield don't put his shit on.
Kirk Cousins' cousin. That's the funniest thing.
Yeah, that's a
bro.
bum-ass
That's the
nigga, bro.
funniest
Kirk
thing,
Cousins-
I
bro.
can't wait till we get to his division.
Who?
Kirk Cousins' cousin.
Kirk. Oh, the Brian Tannehill. The Seahawks, for having a pretty bad year last year, were still plus 29 in point differential of last year. Think about
How?
it, bro. They were.
How?
Russell Wilson, maybe.
Yeah,
They must have had like 2 blowouts that helped
Hey, fuck.
or
Russell
something,
Wilson,
bro.
man.
Cause what
Really?
the fuck? They
Um,
won like 5 games.
They did,
How?
bro.
Yeah, it had to
Everything
be
was
Russ-
close.
It had
What
to
the
be Russell
fuck?
Wilson, bro. It had
Everything
to
was
be.
close.
All right, nah.
Russ
all right.
was like, we
Nah, yeah,
got
they
this.
Russ.
had
He's
to.
like-
All right, no.
Russ
when
was like,
when
Jesus.
Russ played, they did lose
Please,
some close
Jesus.
games, but that
He
still
said,
sounds
"Go
crazy.
Hawks."
That still sounds crazy.
Let's ride.
They got a 2nd round pick. in,
Bronco country.
Rashad Penny,
So corny.
Kenneth. Excuse me. They have Rashad Penny and 2nd round pick Kenneth Walker. Hopefully to lead the productiveness of the run first offense that Pete Carroll so heavily relies on.
Shout out to Chris Carson.
Man, shout out to Chris Carson. Happy
Shout out
retirement,
Chris
my guy.
Carson,
Happy
man.
retirement.
Facts.
So in this division, though, I'll ask each one of you guys. I'll start with myself. Actually, I started with.
Damn, that nigga was on my fantasy team last
For
year.
me.
too.
Chris Carson.
You know the deal. I said it a long time ago.
Watch out before we burn that.
Facts.
When my dog Bobby Wagner took the meeting, I said, if we get Bobby Wagner, it's a wrap. We're there. We're back in it. 2-time champs consecutively. Hasn't been done since the Patriots. Let's get it going, man.
We'll see about
I got
that.
my Rams easy. 49ers.
My nigga Jalen Ramsey needs some help.
I honestly hope that Trey Lance is a really good quarterback because I would love to have
Do you?
competition within the division like that.
You have Kyler.
That would be fire to see.
Fuck Kyler.
Oh.
Did you see how he handled him last year? Ragdolling?
Hey, he did run. Hey,
Right.
look. You
Y'all
talking
split,
about the
though.
playoff
Didn't
game?
y'all split?
Yeah.
Yeah, y'all
The
split.
games y'all
Bro.
split when he whooped y'all ass. He got
Yeah,
y'all ass,
that was
bro.
fine,
That
though.
shit was crazy.
That one was fine because it wasn't necessarily like they beat us in the second half, but we were beating ourselves in that first half. So ultimately, I know my team is better, but my team, for some reason, even against the Bucs, we were wanting to beat ourselves. Against the 49ers,
that was Cam
we were wanting
Akers.
to beat
That
ourselves.
was Cam Akers against the Bucs.
He's part of my team, and I'm gonna own him like that. You know what I'm saying? Like he's part of my team. But that's
Oh
for
yeah,
me,
no,
Rams
yeah.
guy.
Against the Niners, that nigga Matt Stafford was out there throwing them picks.
Pigs, bro. He threw it into Tart's chest and he dropped it.
Bro,
Yeah, bro.
That play alone is what lost the Niners the game, bro. Like, come on, man, nigga.
Rams, baby.
Can't
Get
drop a nigga interception he handed to you.
Honestly,
Yeah,
in the chest.
They didn't even get the ball back after that. They bum it. Oh, no, they did. But Jimmy threw the pick.
Go ahead, Gyfton. Who do you got in this division, my guy?
I mean, yeah, it's the Rams.
It's Rams,
bro. The
bro.
Rams got it. The Rams are gatekeeping everybody this year. The Cardinals are gonna give them hectic. Hopefully, like you said, Trey Lance is super competitive. It's the Rams, bro. The Rams are gonna go.
They're probably a 1 or 2 seed, bro.
12.
They're probably a 1 or 2 seed, bro.
12-5.
The Rams?
Yeah.
I think they can win 13, bro.
We might pull out a lot. I'm being honest
13.
with you. Aaron Donald, Bobby Wagner in the middle, Jalen Ramsey on the side, and then look at all the weapons that we have on offense.
Y'all play the Bills opening night. I mean, I think y'all can win that game, but that shit about to be crazy.
Yeah.
Better than I mean, the Bucs and Cowboys was a close game last year, but I didn't want to see the Cowboys, bro.
Yeah.
No,
Like,
nobody
let's
wants
give it
to
1,000.
Nobody wants to see Cowboys unless they're Cowboys fans and Cowboys haters. So that's pretty much everybody. I take that back.
boys.
Everybody wants to watch the Cowboys get beat.
Speak for yourself.
But we're about an hour and 5 minutes into this. We're still going to take our time onto the NFC East, and then we also have to do Gyfton's commitment.
Oh, yeah.
1 year, baby.
For only 1 year.
Oh,
That's
What
how
a
confident
bozo.
he is.
1
That's how
year.
confident he is.
He's not confident
I'm
if it's a
taking
year.
these hats back as soon as this video is over.
Don't tell him, bro.
What a bozo.
I don't give a fuck.
Hey, show him the hat. Show him the bill. Wait,
man.
leave it on us.
So
leave it on us.
they both
And show
right
him the
there.
bill.
So we got the.
No, like put it back on us.
It is. Oh,
And then pick up the hat and show the camera the bill. Oh no, put it on us.
I don't wanna,
The bill?
Well, I gotta show him the brim. The jackass.
Yeah, I'm like, what the fuck is he talking
Bro,
about?
this is the bill. The bill of the hat.
Niggas that clowns? That shit match my shirt. That shit match my shirt, bro. What the fuck? Nigga they put the nothing was the same cover on the brim, bro.
Bro,
That's hilarious.
bro, and it was still $50.
That's crazy. A nigga in his backyard designed this.
Oh my god, bro.
Bro, I designed this hat. Come on now.
Okay.
Put a
And
little
it's-
Drake effect on it for the brim, you know they gonna fuck with that one.
Okay. NFC East. The
That's
Cowboys.
crazy.
The Giants.
Cowboys.
The Eagles. The Commanders. Let's start off with the Cowboys.
Fuck them.
Yeah, fuck
Hey,
the
all right,
Cowboys.
nah.
The Cowboys.
We can start with the Cowboys, but I will say this.
Well, to give it insight, I start with the best odds from betting, the betting props,
Okay.
and then it goes down.
The
So the first one is like basically the favorites. Of the
Yeah,
division.
all right. I'm gonna put it this way. I think the odds between them and the Eagles should be
The same?
slimmer. No, it should be slimmer than whatever the odds were last year. I'll put it that way.
It's very slim. It's like a toss up right now.
Yeah.
But the Cowboys are definitely favored.
No, it should definitely be a
Still?
toss because
It's like 115. It's like plus 115 and plus 165.
because they're still low key the best team in the division, but like. If the Eagles play out of their minds, they can for sure win the division. Bro.
in theory,
That's
they're the
way I
best.
feel like it.
On paper, they
Right,
should be.
In theory, like you were saying, in theory, they're the best team.
But I'm gonna be honest with you.
Go ahead.
These Eagles have a better roster than these other cats. The only reason why I feel like the Cowboys are
They have
better is
They
because
have a
of Dak
better
Prescott.
quarterback.
They have a better quarterback than the Giants and the Commanders, but as far as
I think
rosters,
the Eagles' defense
Cowboys
is probably
and-
better though.
As far as rosters,
The Cowboys defense is starting to pull up.
Yeah,
The
they're-
Anthony
they're about
Barr
same
was
same.
the Anthony
Except
Barr
Trey
pickup
getting
was
fucking
solid.
cooked in camp. That shit,
Bro, all right, I'm gonna say this.
that shit was.
He's
wild.
not he's good, but he's not an elite
Yes,
corner
yes,
like
yes,
that,
yes,
bro.
Yes.
He-
He's
like,
not bad.
He
Yes.
no,
But
no,
don't
no,
don't gloat him
no,
like he's like
no.
the best thing ever.
But don't sit here and tell me he's a top
And then
5 corner.
He's getting taken
no,
like that.
he's not top 5.
Let's
No,
get on to
definitely
it
not.
because we're definitely getting close to the end here. Cowboys had the second best point differential, outscoring their opponents by a whopping 172 points en route to a 12-5 record. That speaks to how
It's kinda
terrible
surprising.
the division is with the Giants and the Commanders. Excuse me.
Partially.
Their run
And
defense
then they
was
had
the
a Falcons game in there too. You know, they suck.
Yeah. Their run defense
Freebie.
was the only area. Their run defense was the only area that they pretty much had their only flaw, I would say. Key losses on the offensive line in Lyle Collins and Connor Williams is definitely going to be a big thing.
They lost him too.
Yes, and
He wasn't even a starter, but he was solid, bro.
He was nice. Another big thing is that their line continues to get older.
Yeah, no, yeah,
Big
yeah,
time.
facts, fact. I think that's why the Connor Williams L is crazier to me too, because he's young and like, yeah, you guys.
Who did they recently just sign? The Cowboys.
They signed
Anthony Barr.
Yeah.
Okay.
But let's stick to what they lost real quick.
It doesn't make me feel better.
Anthony Barr used to be really good.
Right, used to be really good.
I don't know what kind of years he has ahead of him.
Right.
That's fair.
And that's my only thing.
I think
but they did need help in the linebacker core.
No, you can never go wrong with a good linebacker. But
honestly, maybe this might be all right for them because maybe it'll allow them to not have to put Micah Parsons in the middle, because you know how they were still kind of putting him in the middle and then bringing him back to the edge.
Yeah.
I think it's nice to do that.
For them, he can be on the edge now, and yeah, Anthony Barr can definitely be in the middle, because you don't want Leighton Vander Esch as your best middle linebacker.
He's good. He just can't stay on the field. And then ever since he's had 3 neck injuries, it hasn't been the same. It hasn't been the same.
He don't move the needle for me. I'll put it that way.
He's not as quick as he used to be.
That's a good way to put it.
It feels like his recognition is a tick slower.
I'll be running all through that nigga on Madden, bro.
Oh, that's not Madden, G.
Come on.
Let's continue to think about their losses. They lost Amari Cooper, of course, is Cedric Wilson.
Yeah.
Michael Gallup's coming back off of knee surgery.
Yeah, but I think, yes, they're getting Michael Gallup back, but because
Wilson
they lost
cool.
Cedric Wilson
Cedric
and
Wilson
Amari,
cool.
bro.
Cedric Wilson was cool. And then what they traded Amari for was like, bro, what the fuck were y'all thinking?
I don't really know. I think it was just because of their cap space. But
yeah, Amari was the money. It wasn't because they were they were like, that was in a reaction to, hey, we're giving you all this money and you're not producing for us. I think what broke for you.
I think what broke him was when he had COVID, and everybody got immunized, and then Jerry Jones was really upset about that.
Well, yeah,
because how much money they're paying him.
Well,
get immunized.
He
didn't.
That's
what he was saying.
He didn't get the vaccine and caught COVID. He missed games. Not only just because of COVID, but because of injury. And then there were games he still played and just wasn't impactful. You're looking at him on the sideline. You're like, what are you doing, Amari?
They also lost stud edge Randy Gregory, who signed with the Denver Broncos.
Yeah.
They have room, it feels like, to slide in this division, but those Eagles are not too far behind, and this is why. Let's get into the Eagles now. We spoke a lot about the Cowboys.
AJ Brown's one.
Yes, that's definitely a big one.
Jordan Davis.
They have the D-line. They drafted
Jordan Davis is a fucking monster.
Jordan Davis
is a fucking monster.
Fletcher
on the
Cox
line,
2.0.
Oh
actually,
my God.
with this weaker old line for the Cowboys, they might have some problems because the linebackers are already solid. The DBs are okay. They're not
the Eagles,
bad, bro.
They're a lot better because the Eagles also signed. I think it was Bradbury. Yeah.
Really?
They bolstered their secondary with cornerback
Wow.
James Bradbury.
All right, yeah.
That's why.
Bradbury and Darius Slay. Yeah,
that's fire. That's fire.
They also added to their pass rush by signing Hassan Reddick from the Lions. I think it was the Lions.
I thought he was on the. He was on the Panthers.
He's on the Panthers. Excuse me.
He was on the Cardinals, then the Panthers, and
But then, of course, you guys mentioned A.J. Brown. They were outscoring their opponents by 59 points total last year, so not necessarily blowing anybody out. But, dude, look at the additions that they added to their defense, man. And then A.J. Brown in himself, all you have to do is give him the ball, and he makes plays. Like, huge playmaker. Slants.
I agree.
Drag routes.
But Jalen Hurts
25 plus.
Jalen Hurts better get this nigga the ball.
Yeah.
And then
he better get this nigga the ball because that's really what is.
Yes.
No, Jalen Hurts is on the clock.
That's when it comes
now, bro. He's on the clock low key now, bro.
Is he on the clock like Tua?
No. Because
I would say yes.
It's kind of close, bro. I think he is.
Would you call this a make or break year for Jalen Hurts?
Yes, because even though this was his first full year starting this past year, they still gave him games the year before with Carson Wentz, and he still played like 5 to 6 games and wasn't marginally better than Carson Wentz.
Okay, let me get this off real quick. Okay, so the same thing that Miami did is the same thing that Philadelphia did. They gave you hellified receivers.
You had a
good defense.
You had a veteran quarterback over you.
So you learned from the great. So now it's like, all right, bro, it's either put up or shut up.
But okay.
For both
one
of them,
guy,
really.
One guy made the playoffs. Another guy didn't. I think it's a make or break in this fashion.
You're right, but Tua's in a harder conference.
True.
And division.
True.
I understand that.
And he did almost.
Listen.
Like,
If Jalen,
Tua's not making the playoffs came down to literally the last seat. Like,
they lost like 8 games in a row, bro.
No,
That's totally different than the Eagles.
Bro, besides that, yeah, they lost 8 games in a row, but they still had a chance to make it. But because
Jalen Hurts has had flashes, Tua has not had flashes. None whatsoever.
I mean, I guess.
And also, Tua's not a dual threat quarterback. Jalen Hurts is.
No, he's not a dual threat. He's not.
And Jalen Hurts.
He's a better thrower there.
He's a scrambler.
This is where I agree with you guys for the make or break. For the regular season, I don't think it's make or break. If they make the postseason again and he shits the bed like he did, that's when it comes make or break. But anything else, I think he's solidified for at least another 2 years.
So,
but for Tua, it's make or break.
You said if he makes the playoffs.
So if he makes the playoffs, right? It all depends on how the regular season goes. Mm-hmm. Okay. Because you know how it goes. At the end of the season, it's all full narrative.
Okay, it's still.
But I expect them to make the playoffs. In a wild card.
So because you make.
Well, maybe not wild card.
Because you expect them to still make the playoffs, it's not make or break. But if they. So
once it becomes the playoffs and he produces the same way he did last year, then that shit, it's over. Like you're not that guy.
Yeah.
But I expect them to make the playoffs. Honestly, to give it up.
No,
I
agree.
expect them to win the division.
They should make the. Yeah, that's my thing.
I think there's a huge mismatch.
I think low key it should be.
They can.
I think they can win it because I don't think the Cowboys will have a wide gap of wins on them like last year.
True.
At all.
But the Cowboys are always going to be knocking on the door.
You are but they're gonna have a harder schedule.
I'm saying the matchups for the matchup.
Tough, man.
Okay, if I had the two teams going at it, I'm picking the Eagles just because
I think they can split games.
That D line is overtaking that offensive line.
I agree with Steve.
I think they can split games against each other.
Yeah.
But as far as like throughout the season, I think they're gonna be pretty close. Like overall, they still could probably both win 10 games of their piece.
Yes.
All right, let's make these last two quick. You know who we're talking about here. The Washington Commanders. They traded for a third-round pick in this year's draft, and
we do not need
third.
to address the Giants.
Yeah, facts. We don't need to talk. We even need to talk about the
for Carson Wentz. Carson Wentz is definitely on this team. He was
fuck the Giants.
Fucking bozo.
Possibly going to be cut by the Indianapolis Colts, but they got a third rounder out of it. Let me just say this much.
Thank God for them.
They were outscored 99 points last year.
The Commanders.
The defense, yes, the defense might bounce back because of their defensive big lineman coming back.
Chase Young coming, bro.
But
they fell off before Chase Young got hurt.
Yeah, it was bad.
Yeah.
It was
they
bad.
were looking bad before he got hurt. Like
just saying,
the first 6 games, even then we're like,
because
bro.
like it was cute when they played against Tom Brady to go to the playoffs, but then after that it's like. All right.
That whole season, the defense showed
the
like
next year was trash.
Yeah,
last year was trash.
The year you're referring to, that whole season, they actually like showed stuff. We're like, oh yeah, they're okay.
What's bro's name? Terry McLaughlin, right?
He's not a
Terry
defender.
Terry McLaurin.
He's on offense though.
Yeah, he's a wide receiver.
He's a receiver.
He's a scary Terry. He's a wide receiver, buddy.
Excuse me.
No worries.
I don't know who the
Let's
fuck
get off
I'm
of it. Let's get off of it.
Then.
Yeah, I don't know who you're
but
thinking
yeah, the Commanders definitely out of contention.
Because like
I
after last year, bro, they didn't get like last year. We're like, is this a fluke or something? Before Chase Young got hurt, before he even got hurt,
I didn't even question it. I felt like it was a staple. At least their defense. They were winning with Taylor Heineke. Come on now.
No, it's not even like they were winning with Taylor Heineke, but like I'm saying, when this last year Taylor Heineke was winning the games, not the defense. Like the game when they were playing Daniel Jones and Daniel Jones fucking fell trying to run 100 yards.
They won against the Giants.
They got lucky winning that game. They only won that game because one of the dumbass linemen on the Giants got offsides on a field goal kick. And on the kick he got offsides, they missed. Like, bruh.
Here's the thing. These last two teams are not something that
they are not
hugely
threats.
talk about. But I'm going to speak a little bit on this one. Giants, of course, replaced their whole coaching staff with Brian Dable. He also took Mike. What?
He said,
keep going. Well, like you didn't know, or who cares? Oh, okay. This one's actually pretty important to me.
Who?
They took Mike Kafka away from the Kansas City Chiefs to run the offense.
Okay.
And so the coaching staff, of course, a lot better.
But it's not big that Buffalo lost Brian Daboll, though.
It's huge. I think it's huge.
I'm being an asshole.
I think it's big.
I was just being an asshole, though.
I'm just saying Brian Daboll is nothing to laugh at. You know what I'm saying?
Hey.
And
we're on your ass, Buffalo.
this guy, bruh. You're just like Gyfton, bruh. Wanting to bring up the Patriots whenever you want. And then, of course, the Giants had the 4th worst point differential.
Hey, we're talking about the Giants. Why not? The fuck? Fuck them.
The Giants had the 4th worst point differential, getting outscored by 158. They're not a threat in the NFC East or its crown.
Or any conference, division, however you want to break it
Whatever,
down.
bro.
No threat.
Man, who gives a fuck about the Giants? Seriously.
Niggas ran jumbo formation on the 5-yard line, bro.
Yo, every time I see the Giants in Madden, I'm having a field day.
I ain't never seen them on Madden
I
22,
seen them
bro.
Twice. Not gonna hold you.
I seen them on
And
Madden
I
21.
fucking
Never 22.
Smoked
The
his
New
ass,
Yorkers
bro.
raging.
Smoked him.
Damn it, Daniel
Smoked him.
Jones!
Fucking Saquon, why don't you get enough yards?
First play of the game, Saquon runs. He's injured. He's out for the game.
Minus
Not
5
bad.
yards. Fuck. Weak ass line.
So we have the Cowboys, the Giants, the Eagles, the Commanders. I already gave my thing. I think that the Eagles have a better mismatch than a lot of these other teams.
I low-key want to go Eagles. Fuck them Cowboys.
They did a lot on the defensive side. Very happy about that. Zeke's getting older. Dak has a lot more film. They're still running it with Mike McCarthy. He's
a
on the
fraud.
hot seat.
He's a fraud.
They lost a lot of receivers.
He's a fraud.
And hopefully that defense can take a step forward for optimism. But I
Not
definitely think
Not enough.
I definitely think they're taking a step back. Gyfton, who you got in this division?
They might be just the same.
I'm gonna go Eagles just because fuck the Cowboys. But I honestly think though, like the additions that the Eagles did throughout the summer is like, okay, I'm gonna watch a couple Eagles.
They had
games
the
this
best
year, you know what I'm
offseason
saying?
in their division for sure.
They definitely had the best,
For sure.
the best offseason in their division for sure. That's why I also kind of feel comfortable saying that they can get the Cowboys for sure.
And then
I
Stevie,
think
they can get the
they'll split.
Cowboys.
and then Stevie, what do you got?
I'm going Eagles, bro. I think
Gyfton, you know what to do.
Another unanimous.
It worked. It worked.
Fuck that green.
You know how the fucking soundboard goes for our big fans there. It sucks sometimes. But yes,
Those
Eagles,
stinky fingers.
Eagles. Let's put some money. Let's put some money on this shit, y'all. I
We
wanna
bet
put
the
some money
same
on this shit
team.
on it. I'm saying let's put some money on it. On the main site. All of us putting like $20 on it.
Oh.
100.
Are we gonna bet on the Rockets?
Man, that's a gold mine right there.
I mean,
Plus
y'all-
100,000.
Do you want to? It's 10,000.
What-
Do you
what's-
want to?
No, it was 100,
No, it
bro.
wasn't.
way.
It was 100,
Do you
bro.
want to throw
plus
away
100.
some money? Let's do it.
We'll come back to this in a month. We still got 2 months till the
All
season
right.
Why do
starts.
they keep fucking with
So
me, y'all?
we spoke about the whole conference of the NFC. Now, for what everybody has been waiting for, we got Gyfton's commitment.
Oh,
I
man.
know where he's going.
Put it there for all the fans to see, my guy. Here, I'll hold this one.
So there
Yeah.
we go. There's that one. Steven, could you hold that one?
I gotta
All
hold the
right,
red hat.
man. First off, shout out my mama. No abortion.
Damn, bruh. That was so hard.
How did we get here?
I have no
Shout
idea.
out.
I don't think she'll like that shout
No,
out.
why wouldn't she? She made a great choice.
Just your word choice.
Gyfton. Give the breakdown.
So pretty much, these two motherfuckers been trolling me all season as to, hey, bro, you're a flip flopper. Hey, bro, you like two quarterbacks. You gotta pick one of them.
I don't
Okay,
think
You
he's
gotta,
picking
you gotta
the
stand
that.
on one of them, bro. So you know what? I was like, all right, I'm gonna hit.
Wait,
up
but what are the two quarterbacks? We got two teams
So
here.
we
You got the
got-
Raiders.
We got Derek Carr, the Raiders.
You
Yeah,
love
my
them
God,
Raiders.
turn it.
And then we got
And we got
Kyler
Kyler Murray of the
Murray.
Arizona
What do you call him?
Cardinals.
Hot shot.
Hot shot Murray.
Hot Shot Murray
And
You don't think he hot shotting it this
no,
year,
he's
bro?
still hot shot
and
for
and
sure.
and stick in the mud, Derek Carr.
And
Clutch Derek Carr.
beat your ass, bro.
Beat
Keep talking.
Justin Herbert's
Keep
ass.
talking. Anyways, Anyway,
He gonna see Matt this year too.
So they was like, hey man, you need to commit to somebody for a year, and I was like, you know what? I'll commit to somebody for a year.
A big thing, though, I feel like, is that you don't really have a team in the NFL.
Not really.
But he really rides.
December 8th versus the Raiders.
He dick rides the shit out of these fucking QBs. You got to pick a team, Gyfton.
Hold on.
Gyfton's commitment.
I dick ride the QBs. That's crazy.
The whole squad.
You know what? You gotta.
Gyfton's commitment.
Pause.
You gotta put the song on again, bro.
Which one?
You gotta put the shit on.
I'll put it on once you do it.
All right, man.
Here we go.
Ready? All right.
He's
3.
He's not taking my hat.
2. 1.
I knew it! He's going! My son! He's different! I knew it.
He did it!
I knew it. I told you. I felt it. He's like, I get to cheer for Devontae now. Hell yeah, I'm going to take this.
Raiders!
Oh, man.
Y'all see it.
Hey, I'm not. Show him that brim.
Y'all see
So, he's in the clouds.
Nothing was the same after he chose the
Nothing was the
Raiders,
same.
nigga. That's how he gonna look when he loses to goddamn Justin Herbert
Oh, my God.
the end of the season.
Shut the fuck up, Steve.
Bro.
He gonna look like Drake in the clouds after they missed the playoffs.
Oh, fuck. Oh, God,
You
bro.
think you're gonna beat Russell Wilson?
We up there.
We'll talk about the AFC in the next
This nigga's
episode.
crazy. He really picked the Raiders out. I knew
Episode
it.
91.
Oh, man.
Those are both tough
crazy.
divisions that you picked up from, so
I
that's
know.
definitely tough. But
He chose the harder one.
I like it. That's got balls, man. Episode 90 in the books. You already know how it goes. We appreciate all the subscribers, all the love. You guys have been popping off lately. Let's keep it rolling.
Shout out
keep
to
it going.
hey, give him another clap. Shout out to y'all. The 1K on the Trevor Lawrence video.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Shout out to
the
y'all,
love.
man.
y'all, bro.
Shout out to
Love
y'all.
y'all.
Shout out to everybody that been DMing me about the show, telling us to keep going and this, that, and the
Keep
other.
going, get
No
this.
doubt.
Tell 'em.
We out
man,
here.
just
Bring us out.
Hey, love y'all, man. Appreciate
Gift a real
it.
Southsider.
Guess everybody's getting packed out after this episode. And as always, if you like this video, go ahead and shatter that like button. Bust down those comments. Shout out to Raider Nation.
Bust
And
down.
remember,
I knew it. I knew it.
Support.
Shut that shit up.
Put it on. Do your dance, AB. Hey, do your dance. Do your dance, AB.
Do your dance,
Hey, do your dance, AB. Hey, do your dance.
Hey, y'all have a good night, everybody. And don't forget to put that fucking shit
Put it on, Gift.
Uh,
He gonna miss the playoffs.
Support to you.